The Essential Oil Starter Guide has been created by wellness advocates for wellness advocates to really help empower us when we're doing an intro class, but to empower new oil users to, if they're complete beginners, to really grasp the basics of essential oils and how they can use it simply and incorporate some simple steps in their routine using this guide. We've had some great results from people just flicking through thinking, yeah, actually I can do this, and really empowering. So whether they're a complete oil beginner or whether they're a regular user of oils and they use it on a monthly basis, this is a really useful guide for them as well, as a little gift, a little reminder of all the ways that they can make the most out of the oils, and also look at some of the supplements, some of the emotional oils, and also the reflexology chart as well. So really useful. This has been great in a class setting, and I would advise everyone to keep sort of 10 to 15 aside so we can have it on seats at classes, and it empowers us. We can do a class using this guide. That's all you need. As long as somebody else has got the guide to flick through, we can literally take a class, and it's so good for our sharers and builders to duplicate that and to feel confident thinking, I don't need anything. I just need this guide. And all I'm going to do is turn to page 1 and talk about what essential oils are and purity. And then we can talk about a little bit about safety guidelines. And then just go into straight away the 3 ways that we can use our essential oils internally, topically, and aromatically. At this point, we might want to hand round some of the wild orange and use it aromatically so we can show people those, and also a diffuser recipe chart of like ways to use it for sleeping, for waking up, for energizing, and to cleaning the home, to stopping lurgy spreading and things like that. When we go into our 10 core oils in our class, we've got the useful pages on page 9 and 10 which cover the 10 core oils, and I would definitely encourage the audience to turn to the page as you are as you're passing it round, because then you can show them the ways to use the lemon, the protective blend, but also you can refer to the symbols. So we've got 3 symbols there for internal use, topical use, and aromatic use, so people can really look at and think, oh, the soothing blend, I can't take that internally. And straight away, they're already feeling comfortable with those 10 oils, knowing that 2 of them are not for internal use. It's also useful to sort of look at, as you're going through the oils, to sort of get them to turn to the pages. For example, tea tree oil. And without saying too much, we can just literally pass it around and say it's good for skin support, it's good for etc, etc. But if we say just turn to page 10 to see a little bit more about what tea tree can do, and they're already looking while we're passing it around. And we find that most of the time people are saying, I've got that, my sister's got that, my son's got that, and they're already thinking which oils they need based on that, because it's just a quick glance guide at what it can support with. Without us talking too much in a class, we can literally pass it round and turn to page 10 on tea tree. And we can do that for all the 10, and it's a quick class because people are looking themselves, and it's really empowering for them to, I think, actually, yeah, I can do this. So I love that bit about it. And then we can sum it up at the end by just turning to page 8 of how to use the 10 core oils for immune support, for sleep support, skin support, sore throats, respiratory support, head tension, seasonal allergies. We've got everything we need. And so people will probably look at that and think, I just need the kit. So that's the idea of being able to support them to make their own decisions, thinking, well, I might as well get a kit if I'm getting that, and that. And we found it absolutely wonderful to really empower them. Not only that, we can quickly at the end flick through some of the recipes that they can make for supporting all things stress, sleep, whatever it is, seasonal allergies, pain. They can make their own DIY things, whether it's raw chocolates. If you do raw chocolates during your class, you can refer them to this guide so they can make their own. Whipped body butter and green cleaning spray. So it covers so many ways to use the oils, and I'm sure you'd agree that at the end when you say whether it's for family first aid, whether it's skin support, whether it's low tox in your home, that 10 core oil kit can cover so much, and it really blows people away, including hand wash as well, not to forget that. And then you can talk a little bit about, without getting too deep, the olfactory system. So when they're breathing that wild orange or that peppermint, whatever you decide to pass round, it's directly linked to the limbic system. Very simple for somebody who's not done many classes to just look at that and think, yeah, I can do that, I can say that. And then very basically, we can look at the mood wheel and think, okay, how do I want to feel? If I want to feel uplifted, I want to reach for a citrus oil. If I want to energize, I'm going to go for a mint oil. If I want to feel comforted or relaxed, I want to go for a floral oil. Really simple, but really effective ways that people can support the mood on a day-to-day basis and support their family as well. So that's the 10 core oils. And if you're going for more the daily habits kit with the supplements, then we've got the lifelong vitality, including the digestive enzymes and the probiotics in that kit as well. If they have just got the 10 oils, then this is ideal for the wellness consultation and just ideal for customers to flick through and think, oh, I'm intrigued about that. So it's just a reminder they can look into why they need this trio in their life and how good it is for the body, what it can support, the body systems, and how to start taking it safely. The same with the digestive enzymes and the probiotics. So really just that first impression of the supplements, if they haven't experienced doTERRA and the supplements, then we can use it to just really encourage them to look into it maybe in the future on the next order or in the future for their LRP. Then we've got the suggested wellness routine, just a really nice way of encouraging people to start the day with balance through cupped hands, sip a glass of water with lemon oil. In the morning, with your first meal, take one of each of your vitality supplement. So it's getting them to a full regime with everything, but really simply, so they can think, yeah, actually, I can do that. And I can create my own ideal routine depending on what I'm going through and what I need to support extra. So that's really empowering for them to fill it out, either with you or on their own. If they're having a wellness consultation, that might be useful. And at the end, we've got the reflexology chart, which is always helpful. And people always say, I don't know whereabouts on the foot I need to support snoring or whatever it is. So really useful. And then just at the end, they can pop their customer ID on, which will be helpful when they're logging into their account. And they can just have a little look about LRP and how they can increase the points. And it's the best way to shop. So a really, really useful tool. It's got everything we need to get started as a wellness advocate, as a new sharer or a new builder. This is what we need. It's just everything that you can think of. So even if you just have a box of oils to take with you in a class, some coconut oil and a few copies of this, you are okay. You're going to be okay. It's really empowering, and we feel self-sufficient. We've got what we need, and we can easily duplicate that, because if we have anyone that wants to do it as a business, we can just say, here you go, and demonstrate it for them. And that is the Essential Oil Starter Guide. So whether it's, like I say, new oil users or existing users that have been using the oils for many years now, this is still a useful guide, and we use it all the time. So if you're interested in getting more of these starter guides, or if you haven't got them yet, if you just click on my link tree, and there'll be a link to the shops where you can buy various quantities of the Essential Oil Starter Guide, which will also come with an insert, which will also compare the blends with the descriptive name. So with the descriptive name, we might have protective blend, and they can just have a look and think, oh, that's On Guard. So they've got the insert there, so they can quickly refer to the blends there.